In this video, we will talk about regional pricing, which is one of the features that really sets BL Metrics apart from other tools. Here's the problem. Most BrickLink sellers don't compete on a global scale, they compete in their own local market. So when you price based on worldwide averages, you often miss opportunities. Either you overprice and lose the sale, or you underprice and leave profit on the table. What actually matters is the market you sell in. That's exactly what regional pricing gives you. Take this table of parts. Every price you see here comes from the region you've selected, not from a global average. And switching is easy. Right from the header, I can change the region and watch the prices update, and I can switch the condition between new and used. You can do this on the fly anywhere in BL Metrics, or set your default region and condition once in your account settings so it's applied everywhere. Right now we support 5 regional markets, each shown in its native currency. Europe in euros, the United States in dollars, the United Kingdom in pounds, Canada in Canadian dollars, and Australia in Australian dollars. And then there's the world view, which is BrickLink's worldwide price guide shown in dollars. The world view is handy for items that barely sell in any single region or when you just want the global picture. So where does this regional data actually come from? It comes straight from BrickLink's own public price guide. If you look at the price guide on BrickLink, you'll see it can be grouped by order currency, and that's exactly what we use. We collect that data per currency and record it over time so we can aggregate it and track how it evolves. In other words, we use order currency as a proxy for region. The dollar price guide groups every sale paid in dollars, which are overwhelmingly from US sellers. The euro price guide groups every sale paid in euros, mostly from European sellers, and so on for pounds, Canadian dollars, and Australian dollars. Now, it's an approximation, and there are a few edge cases. A Polish store selling in zloty won't show up in the Europe region, since we only count euro orders there, and a store outside the US that prices in dollars gets counted in the United States region. But in practice, it holds up really well, because the vast majority of orders in each currency come from the matching country. To give you an idea, about 93% of the store's pricing in dollars are based in the US, and they account for around 94% of the daily orders paid in dollars. So using currency as a proxy for region is more than accurate enough in practice, and it gives you regional insights that are far more useful than a single global average. And region affects much more than just the average sold price. If we open the full price guide for a part, you can see how much detail there is. The same item can look completely different from one region to another. Take the sell-through rate. A part that flies off the shelf in Europe might be a slow mover in Australia. You also get the quantities and lot counts, both sold over the last 6 months and currently for sale, the listing prices, so what stores in your region are actually asking, and the full price distribution. In fact, we record 4 different versions of the price for every item in every region, so you can pick the one that fits your decision. There's the simple average, the average weighted by quantity, the median, and the median weighted by quantity. Medians are especially useful when a few unusual sales, like a clearance lot or a premium quick sale or an attempt to price manipulation, would otherwise distort the average. If the average and the median diverge a lot, that's a sign the distribution is uneven, and the median is usually the safer benchmark. Here's a real example where using the median instead of the average really matters. If we look at the worldwide prices for this part, the average is $6.47, which is pretty expensive, but the median is only 8 cents, which is a huge difference. And if we dig into the price guide, we can see there was a single sale back in February for more than $3,000. That was almost certainly done to manipulate the price, and the effect is that it pulls up the average that most stores rely on. The same thing can happen with listings. Anyone can inflate the average listing price just by listing an item at an absurdly high price. So in a case like this, the median is a much safer reference, because if you price off that average, you'll probably never make a sale. This regional data flows through everything else in BL Metrics. Take this list of sets with their part out values. Because those values are built on your region's prices, you avoid overestimating a set because of inflated prices in another market, which matters a lot for newly released parts where prices are still volatile. The same goes for sourcing. Store arbitrage finds underpriced items based on your region's value and demand, not the global view. And smart pricing can react to your own market, because the pricing formula includes rules that reference your regional listings. So that's regional pricing. By focusing on the real prices in your real market and on the full distribution of sales instead of a single average, you'll make better decisions, optimize your inventory, and price with a lot more confidence. Want to go further? Check out our next video for tips and tricks on customizing our tables to match exactly what you need.